Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Blessing. I make videos around faith, relationships, motherhood, and everything in between. If you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and join the family. So today we're looking at characters that make women unattractive. Characters that we put in day to day even without knowing it, but it actually appears unattractive to the other person. So first we're looking at comparison and competition. We live in the age of comparison and social media is not helping the situation. In social media, everyone is posting the best moments of their lives and you will never be happy once you start comparing yourself. We compare our body sizes, we compare our children, we compare our spouse, our clothes, our hairs, our shoes and whatnot. There will always be someone that is more successful than you. There will always be someone that is better traveled. There's always is someone that is more exposed. There will always be someone that has access to more funds than you. And there will also be someone that is living the kind of life that you dreamt to live or your dream life in quote. So comparison is like cancer. Once you start, you cannot stop. You find yourself, in an unhealthy competition, wanting to get what the other person is getting, wanting to buy the hair, wanting to get the wigs, wanting to travel, wanting your children to look a certain way, which you may or may not be able to afford. Comparison brings negative energy because you're always in competition with someone. And comparison also makes someone the focus of your life and not you. You're kind of lost in the picture, but the other person is more like your reality. Everyone projects their best on social media, which may not be the true projection of what their life is. So if you want to post a picture on social media, you're going to look through that picture, edit it, tweak it in a certain way, and it most definitely might not be your first take before you post. But then we tend to forget that this is like a make-believe, and we center our focus on, when you compare yourself to other people's picture perfect life, you become miserable and jealousy begins to take root. Again, comparison removes gratitude, because if you're comparing yourself to the other person, you forget to be grateful for what you already have. A grateful heart is a rich heart. I'm all for someone to look up to, people to mentor me, people to inspire me in business, in fashion, in talent, and in whatnot. But assuming that the life they have is what I am supposed to have, I think that is cheating me out of the uniqueness of my own self. Before you compare yourself, please sit back and think about this, that the life you have might actually be someone else's prayer point. So there will always be somebody that you are better than, and there is nothing you can do about it. Your current reality is going to be your best reality. So I'll say focus on your inner beauty and build your inner strength, because God and godly men prefers the inner beauty of the heart. Focus on your strength, work on your imperfection, and celebrate your small wins. Also learn to vocalize your admiration of the other woman. There are healthy competitions and there are also unhealthy competitions. The only person you should be in competition with is yourself, your shortcomings and imperfections, and not the other person. So again, it's materialism and unsatisfaction. Materialism is a constant concern over material possessions and wealth. This is kind of tied to the first one of comparison. So we find ourselves in this rat race of wanting to get more. We want more wigs, more clothes, more bags, and more shoes and whatnot. Like, we're in this constant race of wanting to get more because we're never satisfied with the ones we have. So your favorite influencer posts a picture and You size her up, look at the wigs, maybe she posted a new wig, a new clothes, a new bag. Because comparison is a thing, you want to get what she has. You want to buy a new bag, you want to buy a new shoes. Hold on sis, do you really need it? Your favorite influencer is not buying it with her money, because these items are given to her as PR package. Before you make that purchase, really look at it very well. Is it a priority for now? So don't stress yourself buying items that you may be able to afford but may not really have a need for it. Tomorrow is another day. Good things will always be in the market. So sis, so again, we're looking at the belief that our life is centered around a man. So we have these desires for our husbands as women, but believing that our lives is centered around them will be like shortchanging ourselves. So some women are actually like wall hangings. They don't make any positive contribution to their spouse. They are just a liability altogether. Okay? Yes, you're married. Yes, you have a family. Yes, you're settled. I know all of that. But don't lose yourself in the process. Your happiness is not tied to your marriage. You have to find your own happiness as a person first before you can be happy in your marriage. Learn a new thing, start a trade, pursue your passion, learn to contribute positively to discussions with your husband, with his friends, and with everybody around. Over-depending on your husband financially is a recipe for disaster. Let me ask you a question, sis. Have you ever thought about what will happen if the Lord calls your husband early? How you're going to cope with the children, how you're going to, be able to foot their bills. Yes, you will say God forbid, and I join you to say God forbid. But also remember that God forbid is not a strategy. The fact that you're married should not dampen or blur your individuality and essence. It should elevate it. So next we're looking at feminism. So feminism is a socio-political movement that has given us a whole new mindset that personal authority is important, and particularly the authority of women is the most important. So instead of bowing to the authority of God, we take authority into our own hands, and we said this is how a man should be, this is how a woman should be, and this is how God should be. So don't think it is only unmarried ladies that are feminists. I think we are all feminists to one degree or the other. For example, when you're in a room with other people and a discussion is raised about men and women relationship, listen honestly to your opinion and the opinion of others, and you would understand that this thing has been systematically planted in us for a very long time, and somehow we have accepted it to be normal. So feminism takes a woman on a different path than the one that the Lord created it to be. So this unique brand of feminism teaches women to hate men, to be angry at men. You hear words like men are scum. My sister, anger does not equal strength. The feminist movement is fighting for equality of men and women, but in a way that doesn't align with the Bible. So Galatians chapter 3 verse 28 told us that there is no distinctions, between Jews and Greeks. And I also believe that there is no distinction between a man and a woman because of what Christ did on the cross. So in my own opinion, I think a woman should not seek to behave like a man or have equality with the man. I think that a woman should celebrate her uniqueness as a person and as a woman that God created her to be. We play different roles and we are equal before God. So a man should not think that he is better than a woman, and a woman should not also think that she is, marginalized. Or just because a man plays a different role does not mean that he is better than the woman. And again, we're going to look at gossip. Gossip. It's a very interesting one because we have all been guilty of it at one point or the other. Okay, gossip is one of those things that is common in relationships, and we hardly notice it anymore except we are victims. I have gossiped, and I acknowledge that it is wrong, and I hate that I have ever done it. So gossip is talking to someone who is neither directly involved in a situation about a person who is not present. So hiding behind "I want to help" and you're spreading someone else's information behind their back is also gossip. Okay, best believe that the person you're talking to about someone else is also talking to someone about you. It is a very unattractive character, and it can ruin your personality and your relationship with your husband. So imagine somebody coming to tell your husband that someone said that you said, and you are now like, "I did not say," and back and forth. It's a very unattractive character and doesn't speak well about you. I hope that this video has been inspiring. Please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe to the channel please, and please share to your friends. Thank you so much for coming today. I'll see you again in my next one.